think of a will, what comes to mind? The last wishes of a person, the final words, unchangeable, right? Unfortunately, not quite. The truth is a little different and maybe even a little shocking. The truth is that a will can be ignored for a number of reasons. One in particular stands out: a will can be ignored by a spouse. See, when a married person dies, the law gives the surviving spouse a choice that is to be exercised within 6 months. Choose according to the will or choose 50% of the net family property. It's called a spousal election. What is the net family property? Well, it ensures that both spouses gain equally from the time spent in the marriage. Let's take a made-up scenario as an example and say Samantha passes away having $1 million. She had $200,000 before she got married. Her surviving husband, Mario, has $600,000, $100,000 of which he had before he got married. So during the marriage, Samantha accumulated $800,000 and Mario accumulated $500,000, and the difference between them is $300,000. Now Mario would be entitled to claim half of that $300,000 or $150,000, so that they would each have $650,000 in total for the time they spent together in the marriage. If Samantha left just $50,000 to Mario in her will, he can ignore the will and claim the $150,000 instead, regardless of who the rest of the money is intended for. But now if Samantha dies without a will, Mario can still choose between the government's approach to dividing up Samantha's assets on one hand and the net family property on the other. It is important to note that this option cannot be mixed and matched. Net family property is either chosen or it is not. And of course, a spouse can indicate in a will that the surviving spouse will inherit from the estate in addition to net family property. While writing a will may seem to be straightforward and may give you the misbelief that it is enough to protect your assets and estate, it is still possible for your spouse to ignore your will. If you think the word of your will is unimpeachable, you may be in for a surprise. So if you think might be your situation now or someday, it is best to retain a wills and estate lawyer before you make the decision. The lawyer can help calculate your net family property and determine the best choice in your particular situation. Contact us at afolabi.law to get things started.